Hi, Mr. Tom. I'm Vinny Joseph.
Hey, how
nice
are
to
you?
meet you. How are you today?
Good, good.
I'm actually going to be your business manager. I just was, if you have some time, I'd love to go through some information on your new vehicle,
Yes.
personal information as well. Do you mind if I have a seat?
Please take a seat.
Perfect, perfect. So I have the buyer's order here. I just wanted to go through a couple things if you have a moment. So Tom Harold,
Yep.
spelling is correct.
Yes.
123 Main Street. That's in Bergenfield.
Yep.
Perfect. Phone number is 1-800-967-3633.
Yep.
Perfect. I see that you're getting a 2024 G80 M3.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Special order Tanzanite, which is
Yes.
really awesome. So how long have you been waiting for it?
Oh, about 10 months.
10 months, yeah. I remember I actually, myself, I have a 2018 F80 M30.
Oh, that's so cool.
I did a special order as well, so
Yes.
I know what that eagerness is to
Yes.
kind of wait and, want that car months and months and months
So
and months.
long.
You know, when you finally saw it, how'd you make it feel?
Oh, man, my heart skipped a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it was for me too.
Yeah.
So I see you're trading in a 2020 M340.
Yes.
17,000 miles. Originally all you.
Yep.
Perfect. And what's that? What's that feeling like? Bittersweet? Or you ready to move on to something bigger?
I'm so sad because I do love my M340. I had a bunch of fun in it. Those 72,000 miles, very good 72,000 miles. But I am ready to move on to something bigger and better for sure.
Yeah, I see manual transmission, which is really great. So you're kind of keeping that manual transmission
Oh, yeah.
alive.
Yes, I am.
So I just wanted to go through some of the figures, if that's okay. So just the selling price is going to be $100,500
Yeah.
with your trade. And then obviously I see you're going to put $1,000 out of pocket.
Yeah.
Were you thinking about doing any more? I'm not sure if Ben had spoke to you about additional monies down, or if you were looking to put any more money down.
No, that's about right.
Okay, great. So $1,000 right now at the time. Great. So all that information looks correct. So what's going to end up happening, Tom, is you're going to be Ben is going to take you out to the service department. You're going to set you up for your first oil change,
Okay.
which is actually 1,200 miles. Everybody doesn't realize that on the
Yeah, I
M3s,
didn't
any
know that.
M, BMW cars, is going to have that first initial oil change before your big service.
Okay.
So Ben is actually going to set you up with your initial oil change. That's going to do the break-in period.
Okay.
And then I'm even going to have him schedule your first real service appointment with all the other fluids and covered, that's going to be covered under that as well.
Okay.
And then have you sit with the product specialist, go through all the new technology with the new iDrive. Quite a change from your M340.
Yeah.
So that's gonna, and then I'm gonna bring you back in. Gonna be about 10-15 minutes to go through some more information, such as your insurance, and then the credit application, and then you and I will go through some other options as
Okay.
well. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Perfect. I'm gonna bring you out there, and I'll be right back.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Tom. How was meeting the service department?
Oh,
and
it was
going through
great.
That car.
It was a great service department. I got a chance to meet the different guys over there. It was pretty
Great,
cool.
and the product specialist going through your new
Oh, I'm so excited.
G80. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
G80.
I don't know if you heard me. I was revving it outside. It was great.
Great.
Yeah.
So, I actually, so it's going to take about 10 minutes to go through your credit application, as
Okay.
well as I just wanted to run through your liabilities and deductibles on your insurance card. I'm not sure if your insurance company actually went through that.
Okay.
But let's touch base on the credit application right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I reviewed your first and last name, so I don't have to really go through that again. I didn't confirm your date of birth, 06/26/1965. Does that
Yep.
sound right? And your social security number right here, does that sound correct?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I saw that you work for U.S. Opportunities, and you've been there for about 3 years. How's that?
Oh yeah, it's great. I love it. I get
So you work sales too. What do you do? What are you selling?
Yeah, so I actually go. I sell the big racks that go in the stores. So Target, Walmart, they got the racks where they put all the shelves where they put all their products. So I go store to store, company to company, and I sell to them.
Do you drive are you going to be driving your M3 there? Is this going to be kind of a secondary car for you?
So
I actually didn't even ask you, and I apologize. I
That's
didn't
fine.
ask you if
Yeah.
that was going to be your garage baby,
Yeah.
or did you have another vehicle in the household that you were going to be driving to and from work
So I
with?
do have a work vehicle, but I am not going to lie. I am going to be taking the M3 a couple of times just because I want to be able to enjoy it. That's actually how I accumulate a little bit more miles than the average driver I got.
I'm just curious. I mean, every day to and from work, how much how much you think you're driving? What's the kind of mileage?
Depends, but on average, probably like 20 miles, 25 miles, 20 miles each way.
Okay, great. And that's on the daily.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then Don Jackson's your supervisor?
Yes. Great
Okay,
guy.
perfect. So great. So we kind of breezed through that, which is really nice. So I have your insurance information here. And I see that it's Sam Davis is your agent. Is he actually your agent? Is it a bigger
Yeah,
company?
he's actually my buddy. We hang out from time to time.
Okay, great. And I know I had spoke about bodily injury, property damage,
Yeah.
personal injury, as well as deductible. Was he able to go through those things with you?
So actually, I just kind of trust him to it. So whatever he decides, it's good. He told me 500 is a good number. So
Okay. Did you want the deductible amount to be higher? Are you okay with that 500?
no, that's fine.
Okay, great. And then obviously your address, the 123 Main Street in Bergenfield, is still correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I'm gonna be going through the warranty, manufacturer limited warranty, just kind of some of the things that BMW covers and doesn't cover. That's gonna take me about 10 minutes to give you that information. I just want to make sure I'm not sure if Ben had covered all those things for you.
Yeah, so Ben told me, I mean, what was it, 4 year, 50,000 miles, bumper to bumper, car's protected. I'm good. I don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go a little bit more in detail on
Okay.
that. I'm not sure if he actually explained to you as well. The nice thing, I know you do have a BMW, is a little bit different type of manufacturing warranty as well as maintenance back then.
Okay.
It's changed slightly since when you had it last, so I just want to make sure there's no surprises and be able to go through those things for you.
Okay.
So again, as you said, the BMW warranty is 4 years or 50,000 miles. That's the basic warranty, right?
Yeah.
The nice thing about that is, just wanted to show you a little diagram here. So when you had a BMW, it was actually mirrored. The 4 years, 50,000 was the same as the scheduled maintenance, right? So
Okay.
you remember your 4 years, 50,000 miles scheduled maintenance was actually the same.
Yeah.
So BMW has actually scaled it back a little bit since the time frame of you purchasing your new car back then. So it's actually going to be years. It's now going to be moved to 3 years, 36,000 miles.
Okay.
Obviously, yours was covered brakes.
Yeah.
So brakes are actually not included in that maintenance anymore. Brakes and rotors. But under that factory warranty, defects, bad parts are assembly parts. Sometimes they go through the factory and those parts are new, but they're gonna sometimes have some defects. Maybe some dust got into that part while going through the factory.
Mm-hmm.
So the nice thing about that is BMW is gonna cover you 100% of parts, 100% of labor, and actually a $0 deductible, which is really, really nice, right? So you're not even coming out of pocket $100 every time. So that's going to be covered under that 4 years or 50,000 mile factory warranty.
Okay.
The nice thing about that with the new iDrive as well, all mechanical and tech is quite new, right? So you're getting the new iDrive, you're getting all the new display system that BMW's new upgrades, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to cover you mechanical as well as technological as well, right? I know that's going to kind of draw a line so you could kind of see where we're at, right?
Okay.
As well as BMW's roadside is fantastic, as you're familiar with. The nice thing about that is you're going to get towed to any nearest BMW dealership in your area, even if you're driving far from work to go do what you need to do in your sales gig. They're still going to bring it, to where it needs to be done, as well as giving you a loaner car, right? So I know you're familiar with the loaner car service, which is really, really convenient when you need to get to work in the morning. As long as you call ahead, you're going to be able to have that loaner car or alternate transportation. Some people do call it. That's available to you, as well as roadside assistance is still going to be covered under that 4 years, 50,000 miles. Even actually now, just want to kind of give you a heads up, if you do go beyond that, that 5 year, you do actually be able to get CPO coverage if you do decide to certify your car. That's going to cover your roadside now. BMW did just come out with that. So that's going to be in addition to 1 year on top of that.
Okay.
Now, tires, right? So from the manufacturing themselves, BMW, there is no tire coverage, right? The company brand that on your car, which is Pirelli's, is going to cover you for any defects, but any damages, bent rims, pop tires, that's actually going to be covered all under your out-of-pocket expense, right? So you know how those low-profile tires can be. So BMW does actually not have a rust and corrosion warranty that currently at the moment. So anything like that would be out of pocket on your end. Powertrain warranty is going to stay under that. Going to stay under that 4 years, 50,000 miles as well. Did you have any questions? Anything I can answer for you on the basic manufacturing warranty?
So my understanding that Ben told me bumper to bumper. My understanding that maintenance doesn't cover the brakes, but that's not a warranty item.
So actually, no, it's not. So that's actually a wearable item. That's personal use.
Gotcha.
So I would say those things such as cosmetic things that are going to go wrong with car chips. damages, anything like that, that's not going to be covered, unfortunately, and as well as brake pads and rotors are wearable items. So that's going to be more on the consumer, customer themselves. So we will be able to explore some options for you that I think will kind of fit that budget, and also be able to give you that coverage and peace of mind that you're looking for. And we'll be able to go through that in about another 10 minutes or so. I'll explain some options for you that we could go through.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much all set now with it.
Awesome. So what I've actually provided for you here, Mr. Tom, is actually, so I have 4 different plans for you that I think would suit your budget and needs, right? So knowing the type of person you are, the type of car you're getting, right, which is really, really awesome. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
What we have here is vehicle service contract. I'm going to go through them a little bit more in detail, but want to kind of explain them to you first, what I'm providing you or what I'm showing you. So vehicle service contract, guaranteed auto protection, scheduled maintenance, road hazard, windshield protection, and environmental protection, right? So with your vehicle service contract, as you said, you kept the car about 70,000 miles, right? So you're familiar with, cost of service. Throughout that 6 years. I think you said you had the car 6 years. So that 6 years of service, that service contract will cover you in that time frame, right? And up to even 85,000 miles, which is even more than even more than what you drove now. So that's nice to even have that peace of mind and have that coverage available to you, so you could kind of just go in anytime there's an issue. That service contract is going to be there for you. Guaranteed auto protection, right? So when I say guaranteed auto protection, a lot of people say, well, what is it and why is it covering me? Guaranteed auto protection is a protection that covers you on the difference of what these companies value the vehicle at, right? So if you were to total your vehicle, flood damage, stolen, anything like that, guaranteed auto protection covers you for that difference of value of what the insurance company is only covering you. I know we said that your insurance agency kind of brushed through everything, right? They're actually not going to cover you on that total amount owed, right? So if you owe $100,000 and they value the vehicle at 80, there's that bridge of difference that unfortunately would have to would come out of your pocket if something were to happen to the vehicle, God forbid, right? So that guaranteed auto protection is going to actually bridge you on that difference of that value owed, right? So it's kind of that real safe peace of mind if anything were to happen for the vehicle. Scheduled maintenance. It's really nice that BMW does that 3 years, 36,000 miles, right? That coverage is there for you. You could just go in, get that loaner car and go. But you seem to be the type of person that does keep the vehicle a little bit longer beyond that 3-year mark. You're not leasing this car, right? You're actually purchasing it. So that that 5 to 6 year mark after that is going to be all on you. You know how expensive BMW scheduled maintenance is, right? So that scheduled maintenance for you is going to be at that 72 months, and it's only going to cost you around $11 a month, right? I'll round up, I'll make a nice safe number, $12 a month.
All right, very good.
Yeah. So now I think one of the most important things with BMWs is going to be the wheel and tire protection, right? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah. I had it a couple cars ago, but I didn't really use it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this car is going to be a little bit different than your M340. You got those 20-inch wheels with those really low performance tires, right? And I know you live in the Bergen County area. You're familiar with potholes. You're familiar with the weather changes and lack of, a lot of road hazards that do go on. So that wheel and tire protection is going to cover you cosmetic, tires, and rims, which is really, really nice. So you hit a curb, I know you're maybe going a little faster than what you thought, you're in a rush to go to work, it's going to cover you on that cosmetic, as well as going to cover you on your bent rims, pop tires, bubbles in those tires, which I'm sure you've seen a lot of bubbles happen with these low profile tires. And staying kind of on that same subject of road hazards, right? I'm sure you've replaced a windshield at least once in your life. On that M340, did you replace it?
I did one time.
Yeah, one time. And what was that, about close to $2,000, right?
$2,000, yeah.
Right, so kind of what I showed you here, right? So this is only going to be about $13 a month. If you wanted to pay it out of pocket, it's actually going to be that $2,000 mark. So it's going to cover you on that 60-month term, right? So it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to pay your dividend even one time, right? Which is really nice. So I know what it's like to rip that Band-Aid off, pay that $2,000 right off the gate, and you're already feeling a certain type of way. That's happened to me before on my M3, and it kind of puts a bad taste in your mouth that you had to kind of rip a $2,000 bill on something that you didn't even do. You know?
No. That's why I like my deductibles nice and low, so I don't have to worry about things. Just take care of them.
Yeah. And then so that environmental protection is going to cover that that tanzanite coat. I cannot say how impressive it is to wash the car after a long dirty day and just everything kind of beads off, right?
Yeah.
That tanzanite, that special paint shines in that metallic, right? You kind of want to protect that. You kind of want to give that ability to have that shine stay on the vehicle throughout that 6-year term. And I'm probably sure you're going to keep it even longer than that. Probably. Yeah. So that's going to cover interior and exterior as well. You can do just exterior. I'm sure you don't probably have a lot of people in and out of the car, but that exterior I think is super important. Paint chips, rust, bird poop, any of those things that really cause the acidity to eat through that paint, chip that paint, that coverage is going to be there for you, right? And then on these other value, basic and economy plans, you're actually just going to be able to be reducing one of the products each time. So environmental protection will come out of that value package, windshield protection will come out of that basic package, and then road hazard, windshield and environmental will come out of that economy package. And the reason why I kind of show you all these 3 options is to show you the different benefits on what you could choose or what you see fit to do. You may tell me you may want others, you may want this, but you may want that, and I could always change this menu to how you would like it. These terms are all on these products, right? So just to kind of give you a visual understanding of what your change in payments will be if you if you decide to go on one of these options.
Yeah, I think right now I'm gonna move on from that. I'm good with the base payment of $823.
Okay. May I ask why?
I just feel like it costs too much right now. The cost is too high.
I completely agree. I know that you're a longtime BMW guy, Mr. Tom, and I know you know what it's like to maintain these vehicles. They are super reliable. Reliability, BMW in the last 3 years has been in the top 5, right? So there's no doubt about that. But let me ask you something. If I was able to tell you that you're buying this BMW today, right? And the factory warranty wasn't covered, right? Where would you see a value at cost on that factory warranty?
I feel like no warranty, I'd probably expect like $4,000 back.
$4,000, yeah. And let's say I told you that 36,000 mile, 3-year, 36,000 mile maintenance wasn't covered under that either.
Yeah, probably an extra $1,500.
Yeah, so right there, you're talking close to $5,000, right? It's close to $5,000 alone. At these options, right, I'm giving you only a change of payment. I would say $10 to $15 per. Right. So if something were to go wrong, you're not leasing this car, right? Would something go to that wrong after that 3 years or 4 years factory warranty? Do you see that value in maybe, let's just say the economy, which is going to cover you under that vehicle service contract, as well as that guaranteed auto protection and scheduled maintenance. Those things are going to be able to provide you just that peace of mind, right? That peace of mind after that 4 years or 50,000 miles is done, right? As well as keeping that scheduled maintenance, keeping that car tip top, right? You know how often these things need to be maintained. Want to get those proper oil changes to keep that performance right.
When you put it that way, I didn't really think about how I get to basically have another version of what I have right now, and that I really would pay about $5,000 for it. So, you know what? Let's go with the economy.
Great. I think it's an awesome choice. You're getting that real peace of mind on the full amount of the vehicle. You're getting everything out of it. Great. So what I have here actually, I apologize. Let me just bring this out. So here I have the accept decline form, right? We had already talked about the economy package, which is going to cover you on that vehicle service contract, gap, and scheduled maintenance. Mr. Tom, I just have one more question. I know that wheel and tire, we did kind of breeze through it, but I know you had gone through tires in the past on your car on that M340 at least once or twice, right? You know that those Pirellis are going to cost you around close to $1,000 per tire. I just kind of questioning, you didn't decide to go with that.
Yeah, so that's a good point. These tires are smaller than the previous tires, and I went through 2 of those and 2 wheels.
Keep in mind too, you are going to be jumping up to that 20-inch rim, and that also a little bit lower profile tire than what was on the M340. The M340 is going to have that 19-inch rim with a decent amount of beef on that tire. Kind of doing a whole changing game going to those 20s. Actually, I couldn't remember. Was it a 20 or 21-inch rim that you decided to get?
I actually got the staggered with the 20 in the front.
Exactly. So actually, even more of a reason. So you're getting 2 sets of offset tires that are actually quite expensive.
You know what? I'll take it too.
Great. So what I did for you too is I actually was able to reduce it. I know you were payment driven on that number, so I got you $5 a month off of that number.
Very nice.
So kind of loop that into more of now a basic package for you. So that's going to be right
All
here
right,
for
perfect.
you.
Give me the card. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tom. Appreciate your time.
All right.